want to turn to one of Cleveland's best-known landmarks now, the West Side Market, as the city prepares to give management of the century-old institution to a nonprofit board. So the market's at the center of a growing debate, apparently, between Mayor Justin Bibb and Cleveland City Council. For this, I want to bring in contributor Mark Namick. He's managing editor of Signal Cleveland here to help us break down what's going on with these differences, because it's been in the news quite often lately for a lot of good reasons. So how deep is this tension?
Yeah, so the city recently announced plans to renovate a lot of aspects of it, but right now the city and Cleveland Council are fighting over money, and it's the latest round of that COVID relief funds that the city has discretion over. And the mayor says, I want to put $20 million into this West Side Market to move those plans along. Council's balking. They are concerned that that amount of money is more than being set aside for some entire neighborhoods. So council said, all right, let's trim it down to $15 million, but I still think it's going to go even less. And that battle and debate is still to come.
So if they do cut those funds, what does that mean in your eyes? Because you've been looking at this. How deep will those cuts be?
Yeah,
for proposed changes that we
it
want
will
to see?
slow it down for sure. There are plans to bring bars or a couple of bars and
Restaurants and
right, prepared foods to those vendor areas in the back now that's empty around the stalls for the produce section. But then there's plans to take advantage of this mezzanine level, which it really is unused space. They want to go through that, but they're really trying to figure out how to do all of this in a hurry. But right now, they can't go forward without the money. There is nonprofit management in place that's going to help raise money. That's a big decision, a big move, also keeping this in the headlines. But council has the final say on how that COVID relief money, that's the federal money known as ARPA, gets spent.
Okay, so I know, speaking about money, we have been talking a lot about what's happening on the lakefront, what's happening with First Energy, well now.
Tonight at City Council, they're going to take a step towards all of that by introducing legislation that's going to help create this new nonprofit authority called the North Coast Authority that's going to really ignite these plans. It's going to help the city make decisions about that lakefront, specifically the stadium, and something we've been hearing about, this land bridge that would finally connect Mall C. That's that grassy green area over the convention center, and it stops right as you get to that shoreway. There's train tracks, and then you can't connect. This has been discussed forever in different iterations, from a bridge, now they're talking a land bridge, and the state just set aside some money in the budget, still not finalized, that would help go towards that.
Do you think that we are now then looking at something actually coming to fruition?
I have learned to never predict on this. We will talk about it for years to come, but I think we are closer because we have this authority will really speed up the process, and it also has buy-in from the mayor and from the county executive, and those two are big on this lakefront, very big visionaries. This gives it a chance, but the real thing will come down to the cost. A land bridge going over could be $100 million plus. They've already had ideas for a landmark bridge that would be $30 million plus. So where the money falls, but it's a push, and it's real crucial to both the development of the lakefront and the stadium. The Haslams, Jimmy and Dee, which own the Browns, they're the first to kind of push this idea. This has to happen for, I think, some of that other stuff to open up on the lakefront.
Okay, good to know. Mark, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
See what the vision is, and we'll see if it happens. Thank you.